KLBJ AM Austin 590 AM and K259AJ Austin 99.7.
Don't boycott the vote. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. President Trump urging Republican voters in Georgia not to boycott the state's Senate runoff elections in January.
President Trump making the announcement that he will be coming to Georgia December 5th on a Saturday to hold a rally with both Republican candidates here. Both of those candidates really greeting the news with some excitement. We've seen a string of Republican senators visit to campaign for the two Republicans in these runoff races scheduled for January 5th, which could determine control of the Senate. But we weren't sure about the president's plans. One thing that still is a question mark is what will the president's focus be? How much of it will be on the two Republican candidates for Senate? How much will be on his own bid for re-election?
Fox's Steve Harrigan. On Friday, a federal appeals court dealt the Trump campaign another blow in its efforts to overturn the election. The court ruling against a request to block Pennsylvania from certifying its election.
A federal judge dismissing a lawsuit and ruling that, quote, the campaign's claims have no merit. The number of ballots it specifically challenges is far smaller than the roughly 81,000 vote margin of victory, and it never claims fraud or that any votes were cast by illegal voters.
Fox's Kristen Fisher. The Trump campaign's vowing to appeal the ruling to the Supreme Court. United Airlines is getting ready to deliver COVID vaccines as soon as they are FDA approved.
The FDA has not yet approved any COVID-19 vaccines. Both Pfizer and Moderna say their vaccines are 95% effective. An FDA review of Pfizer's emergency use authorization request is set for December 10th. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
People familiar with the matter say the airline started operating charter flights on Friday to position doses of Pfizer's vaccine for quick distribution. And the S&P 500 and NASDAQ closed at record highs. America's listening to Fox News.
This time of year, a strong immune system is crucial for your overall health. Activate your immune system like never before with naturally sourced ingredients that are clinically proven to kickstart your immune system. Introducing Quantum Nucleotide Complex, the unique and comprehensive immune boosting formula from Quantum Nutrition Labs. Their products have been manufactured by nutritional scientists here in the U.S. for over 30 years, and they're located right here in Austin. And right now, it's their biggest sale of the year. Save 30% or more on Quantum Nucleotide Complex and all of their other high-quality, doctor-formulated nutritional supplements. You'll even get free shipping. That's 30% or more off all supplements with free shipping. Go to QNLabs.com or call 800-370-3447. QNLabs.com or call 800-370-3447. Winter is coming. Build up your defenses now with Quantum Nucleotide Complex.
Retail experts believe Americans will spend more this holiday